Hi everyone, Cymbidium time is starting. I do not expect a big flush of flowers like I had last year, but I have already some buds, like you can see here and here, and there's another one there. If I have not mixed up the labels when I repotted all of them in the spring, this is the white one. That's a Cymbidium with beautiful white flowers, which did not perform very well last year. And this year it's not doing, it's not starting very well because there was another spike here which I broke some time ago, and so that's that. Accidents happen, but there are a few new growths growing at the same time. There are some here. Let's see, I'm not sure yet. There's another one here. I believe this is a spike, but it's still too small to see. Usually spikes are round and hollow inside, and the new growths are flat, but it takes some time to understand that which is which. I don't see any more spikes for the time being. Maybe this one here. I suppose these are spikes here. This one, I believe it's a spike. And there are this one, for instance, here. It looks like a spike. Early to tell. This is the yellow, the beautiful yellow. Another one here. Well, time will tell. We will have to wait some time before we have flowers. I have other buds on other orchids, so let's see. This is an Obelisk Panda I bought a few months ago in the spring. It was in bloom, and hold and behold, it's spiking again. Isn't that awesome? She's growing beautifully. I'm going to bring it down so that we can see better. Okay, here, and there it is. Lots of green tips, new roots. I've placed the orchid here inside this big basket, but I never untangled. I never took the roots from this smaller basket because the roots were so entangled. I was afraid I would hurt the most important roots. But she's doing great. Beautiful root tips, and like here, and look at that, it's sprouting from the middle of the plant, and there are two more here. Aren't they amazing? And there's still another one coming from there. And now the two spikes. I'm so happy about it. She's doing great. Okay. Outside here, only my Hibiki is still in bloom, and will be in bloom for quite some time. Let me take it so that we can see better. And there it is. It has plenty of clusters, although not many flowers on each cluster. Well, plenty enough. The plant looks quite healthy. These were the first ones to open, and they're being spent. Others are still opening, but the flowers are very, very beautiful. This combination is wonderful. The plant is growing too. So I have nothing else out here to show you except for my Phalaenopsis up there, which are spiking. Big spikes. The one with the 2 spikes has already the buds forming, so maybe if they rush we will have flowers before fall. Oh, and I was forgetting, I still have another one blooming, and that's my Paphiopedilum Pinocchio. This time it has only one flower open, but there are plenty more forming in the back. See the buds? And inside the house I have my Dendrobium Phalaenopsis, and the polar fire is still in bloom. It's amazing. The flowers are so beautiful, and the eye we saw is growing. So as you can see, this plant is not over yet. Let's go and see downstairs. I have a few orchids I grow here all year round. My Phalaenopsis is still in bloom. It has been in bloom for quite some time, and this is such a large plant, and is growing these new growths, and it was jumping out of the pot. I decided to separate it from the other plant because there were 2 plants inside the same pot, as they were sold to me like that, and so I just repotted them in different pots, and nothing happened to the flowers. They keep on going, beautiful and fragrant. Both plants are nice and vigorous. I have other plants here in bloom, like for instance my Sweet Memory, Phalaenopsis Sweet Memory, which lost most of its roots but recovered, and she's now putting a bud from the old spike. At first I thought this was a keiki because it looked like a keiki, it looks like a leaf, but in fact this must be a bract, and soon this will be opening. And I have this one, which is Phalaenopsis Mariae, which is almost opening now. It is just one bud, but it's a small plant too. I suppose this is a first time bloomer. Okay, but Last but not least, look at that. This came as a surprise. Let me bring it here so that we can see better. This is my Neophanetia falcata. Look! I've had it for the last 3 years. It's a miniature type. And she grew and grew, but no flowers. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, there you are, 3 buds. Okay, this is it. Short video just to tell you what I have in buds. And as soon as they open, I'll update them to you. See you in the next video. Bye.